Joining us now to talk more about these new tariffs on Canada and the retaliatory response is Jagmeet Singh. He's a member of the Canadian Parliament. He's the leader of the New Democratic Party and is also running for Prime Minister.
To Americans listening, sadly, what Donald is doing is attacking you. It's going to mean, as you've outlined, it's going to mean higher costs for the things that you need: food, for your daily necessities, clothing, for vehicles. The steel and aluminum that we produce in Canada is mostly used by American companies. So the tariff that Donald Trump has imposed is going to mean that those businesses have to pay more, obviously. And that means that American people are going to pay more.
You're running for Prime Minister, as I mentioned. You are proposing uninviting Trump, so uninviting America from the G7 summit hosted by Canada this summer. I've heard your reason for why you personally find him to be a detestable individual, but why do you think that this is a strategically sound idea when it comes to geopolitics?
What I've learned from seeing Donald Trump and the way that he comports himself, the way he acts, is that he is acting much like a bully. And bullies only understand strength. It doesn't make sense. The premise of G7 is to have a summit with 7 nations. The premise of that is, the starting point is that we all believe that we're all nations that are working towards some common goals. Well, as a starting point, we are the host of this, and we have Donald Trump, who does not believe that we should be a country. That is a prerequisite to having meetings where we talk about what we want to do together. I think we have to send a strong message. That is something that we reject. And instead, we use this summit as an opportunity for the other nations to talk about how we resist some of the very dangerous things that Donald Trump is proposing. The fact that in his topsy-turvy world, someone who is an actual dictator, who is threatening the lives of people, who is an aggressor, Vladimir Putin, is Donald Trump's friend. And the resistor, the hero of the story, President Zelensky, is being painted as a villain by Donald Trump. That is completely the opposite of the truth and the opposite of reality. Given all of that context, I think more than ever, the G7 summit should be about how we resist the dangerous things that Donald Trump's proposing. I grew up on a border town, which people lived on one side of the border, worked on the other, flowed back and forth. We were good neighbors, and Donald Trump has picked a fight with us that we did not want. So now we are forced to be in this position where we've got to defend ourselves, we've got to look for a different way to build our economy, and we're going to do that.